So we need to access the league ID in the main URL. So remember the main URL, let me go back to the documentation and then let me click on events. So the events, we need to specify the league ID. This is the league ID. So I'm going to copy again, I'm going to copy this URL and then I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to paste it here and then I'm going to change my API key. I'm going to get my API key. My API key here, I'm going to add it at the end. And then we need to specify the league. So here I'm gonna say and I'm gonna say first league underscore ID and then equals to 149 and then I'm gonna hit enter. And here I have a spelling error, by the way. Here I have it should be league ID. So I'm gonna say league ID, and here the league ID is, let me check one more time, league ID. So the league ID should be 149, I think. 149, yes. So we need to use 149. So here I'm gonna say again, I'm gonna say league ID is equal to 149, and from this to this, and here league ID, I need to remove this part, and I also need to change the period. So you need to select a period. For example, I'm gonna say 5, and here I'm gonna say 5 May, and then I'm gonna hit enter, and if you hit enter you are gonna get the data. So as you can see, the data is an array with all of the matches that have been played during this period from the 12th to the 17th. So this is how you can get your data, but don't worry about the process, the complete process. You aren't gonna need to repeat the same process every time. All you need to do now is that you need to copy this URL and store it in a safe place. So this URL now that we have, you need to copy it, and then I recommend storing it in a safe place. You can store it here in HTML or even in Python, but I recommend placing it in a safe place. You can add it here for now, just to make sure that you have copied that URL and it exists here, and make sure that you comment this out so that it doesn't create an error with your Python code.